What's up, guys? It's Jason Overthink Gaming. As you can tell, my voice is shot, and this is my second time recording this because some reason my audio just stopped recording like the first 5 minutes, and it was a 20-minute video, which sucks. It kind of hurts my voice, but I wanted to make a video because there's some important things I want to talk about, which are going to be basically my views on the channel. So I want to talk about the anti-Ebegger community and my thoughts on everything with the community, because it seems like for some people have shit twisted. I've seen in the comment section, hey, Overthink's part of the anti-Ebegger community. I'm like, fuck, no, I'm not. All right, so let's explain this shit, because I share a lot of the same views, but I want to explain what makes me different and why I do not consider myself part of the anti-Ebegger community. First of all, the name is fucking stupid, anti-Ebegger community. I don't know. I think it's dumb, but I do share a lot of the same views. First of all, am I against e-beggars? Fuck yes, I'm against e-beggars. I'm against e-beggars, scammers, manipulators, people who just don't tell the truth or dishonest, stuff like that. There's a lot of bullshitters on YouTube, and I like to talk about them, my views on them, and basically call them out. But the thing that I find that's different between me and people who call themselves the anti-Ebegger community is when I find a subject, I do my research, I try to produce quality over shitting out quantity. I don't just shit out videos left and right. I try to put some thought into it and try to my best to express my views to see if a lot of you guys will engage, understand, or agree or disagree. You know, I do a lot of that, and I find that the anti-Ebegger community, a lot what they do is they find a subject and they run on with it. And one example of doing that is the whole thing that happened with the Metal Jesus and the $3,000. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I put a lot of time into that. I was going to make a video. As soon as I heard about that on Radical Rick's channel, I wanted to run with it and make a video because I had just got done with my series on Revenge of the Bird King with Metal Jesus. I'm like, dude, this is perfect. And it just didn't come out like the way I wanted it to. I got with Trevor from Top Loaded Gaming. If you guys don't know that channel, I would consider checking it out. He's awesome. We went back and forth on exchanging ideas, trying to figure out, like, did Metal Jesus really propose a $3,000 offer to Joel from The Last Gamer for a video, to videotape his game room. Now, we did talk to Joe. I talked to him through Messenger, but mostly Trevor did a lot of talking with him. We exchanged notes, stuff that we found. We were trying to figure out, did this really happen? Because it was something that could have been huge. Now, when it comes down to it, I have hours of research in a folder. I'm probably not going to do anything with it unless some truth comes out. But we couldn't find anything that was legitimate truth to prove it. So I never made a video on it. But videos were made, of course, in the anti-Ebegger community. And I want to get more into the current times. And that's what, kind of made me want to make this video. First of all, a lot of people are talking about Barnacules.
Well, I'm Barnacles from Barnacles Nerdgasm.
But they call him Barnacules, or they say the name all fucked up. It's Barnacles. All right, just to let you guys know, Barnacles is no stranger to the community. I hear these channels say they did not know who he was. He was on the Metal Jesus channel when Metal Jesus used to have his friends on there. Before he was promoting people that knew about specific parts of gaming. That's before Kelsey, before Kinsey, before John Hancock, Barnacules was on there. He did, I think, the 360 video talking about the 360 games. And, at PRGE in the early days, he was there. I mean, this is when Metal Jesus actually did videos with Wood. And this is before Wood is a character that we know today. What's kind of funny is Wood moved to Seattle to be close to Metal Jesus.
I actually moved to Seattle, very close to where Metal Jesus lived.
But then he's now in the DFW, which is the Dallas area here in Texas. And that's where the Game Chasers are from. It's like, what do you do, Wood? Kind of being like RGT, the way RGT went to
Delaware. Hi, I'm in Delaware.
Just to be next to Spawnwave. It's just fucking hilarious. Anyway, so the reason why Barnacules got brought up is because they're saying that he's white knighting John Hancock, which it's expected. If you know who Barnacules is, I mean, he's no stranger to the MJR crew. He's part of the OG crew. So what's wrong with, like, kind of sticking up for your friends, whatever? I mean, I'm not saying I agree to that, but why make a video talking about him just because he has a large sub count? Is that why? Like, I just thought it was funny because it's like a lot of these people didn't know who he was, but they were talking about him. It's like, I don't know, maybe I just work a little differently, but I was all like, dude, come on, man. I just didn't like it. And the one that hit me is when they were, Radical Rick made the video about Maximillian Dood. Like, First of all, if you didn't know who Maximillian Dood was, it's like, come on. All right, so you guys know on the channel that I once was talking about fighting games on this channel. I have a huge passion with fighting games. I love fighting games. I still play them to this day, and that's just part of my life. There's not many good fighting game content creators. Of course, you have people like Justin Wong trying to make videos. I mean, they're not good. Justin Wong, like, he tries real hard to advertise. You want to talk about shilling. That dude, oh, my God. He's bad. I mean, but Maximillian Dood is legit. That dude is really good. He doesn't regurgitate like bullshit. He plays whatever games he wants to do. He streams like 5-6 times a week. He's always streaming. That's how he makes his money. I mean, he's a good streamer. He's entertaining. He makes good videos. That dude is not an e-beggar. Rick accused him of being an e-beggar because of one story. So Maximillian got into an accident, which fucking sucks, but he was okay. So when he made the video, right away, before he started talking about the story, he did go on Twitter. He said he was going to talk about this, right? So he talks about it in his live stream because he live streams all the time. He was going to talk about it anyway. There was no sad music. It wasn't a live stream out of nowhere. It was something that Maximillian normally does. Now, he says right in the beginning, hey, guys, I have insurance. We're all okay. Don't worry about it.
I want to give people an update because I actually posted the tweet about the car crash yesterday. About like 7 hours after it happened, because I really was wondering if I should even say anything. Because I know people will want to be supportive, but I don't want people to be supportive for like the wrong reasons. But you know, don't make it think I don't appreciate it, because I do. It's one of those things where we're not in a bad situation because of it. We have insurance. We're okay.
You know, he's giving the impression like, all right, this is taken care of. It's nothing serious. I'm not begging for shit. That's what I got out of it. So he tells the story really into detail. He tells, I mean, I feel like I was there. That dude can tell a story. And then, like, towards the end, people were sending donations, but he kind of, like, legit was all like, this isn't why I'm telling you guys this. I don't want you guys to do this. Like,
there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening over there right now. There's a lot happening right now. I'm trying not to pay attention to it. I appreciate everything, but I really need you guys to know that this is not what I want. This is not what I'm doing this for. Is the fact that you take things for granted sometimes. Like, shit happens to you and stuff gets put into perspective, and you really appreciate stuff. So it was freaky. I'm not gonna let it kick my ass. I feel like we came out possibly in one of the best situations ever. I don't know if our car is totaled. We're gonna find out, but we'll figure it out. It's not the end of the world.
He wasn't like Woodhawker, like, guys, don't send me this. Like, guys, when are you guys gonna stop?
You really have to stop. And I have to stop telling you to stop, because every time I tell you to stop, you don't stop. It just gets worse.
And I saw nothing wrong with this. Yeah, Maximillian was not being an e-beggar. He wasn't begging for money at all. He was doing the opposite. He was already streaming. That's what he does. He makes his money. And that's where I have my problem with the anti-e-beggar community. They are super against YouTubers making money. Now, right before you guys start disagreeing with me, I'm not going to introduce a Patreon. I'm not trying to scam you guys. I'm not trying to say anything. The anti-e-beggar community thinks it's okay for a YouTuber to sell merch and to make ad revenue, but they're against anything else. Let's talk about super chats. They're against if a YouTuber goes live playing a video game and having super chats on. I see nothing wrong with that. If any YouTubers are watching right now, and are YouTubers that I support, you guys know that I do send super chats. If they're friends of mine and I support what they're doing and I have the extra cash, I'll throw a couple bucks their way. There's nothing wrong with supporting somebody you like. There's nothing wrong with supporting a YouTuber. One thing I find in common with a lot of these anti-e-beggar channels are they don't know what production value is. They don't know what it's like to, edit a video with actual video and good audio mixed together, that they don't understand everything that goes inside it. Like this video I'm recording right now, every once in a while you'll see me glancing over here because I want to make sure my audio is still recording, because what just happened right now, my audio fucked up and I have to record again. This shit fucking sucks. Like, it takes a long time just to record, to edit, to do everything. So I understand what it's like to make a YouTube video that is quality. You're not just shitting out videos. To fucking edit, it does take hours and hours to produce. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna take 8 hours to make a thumbnail or something. Like, that's all bullshit. Like, thumbnails shouldn't be under like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. Once you do a lot, you get super fast. You make templates and all that. So don't believe all the bullshit that takes forever to make one. Some of them take a long time though, especially if it's hard Photoshop. But anyways, away from that, like, I'm not against that. I'm not against making money. Now, there are, on the other end, there's scammers, and there's people who scam and e-beg on these live streams, and that's what I'm against. I'm not against it all, like, no, you have that super chat on, you're an e-beggar. Like, no, that's fucking bullshit. That's fucking stupid. Think about it. That's the stupidest way to fucking think. And that goes on to YouTube memberships and Patreon. YouTube memberships, I think they're stupid, but is there really anything I'm against them? I think they're stupid. I wouldn't make one, but I'm not going to fucking throw down a channel just because they do. Like the way John Hancock got a lot of shit, but I mean, with him, John Hancock's a different story. He's a fucking e-beggar. He's full of shit. I think what he does to his viewers as far as his game museum and collecting all these donations, I think that's different, collecting donations like that. Like if you have a P.O. box, I understand a lot of people want companies to send them products, and that's what they'll do. But that's where I think it's kind of wrong because, all right, if somebody wants to send you something legit, you know, donation, it's kind of iffy because if you're going to do something like what Wood does and starts opening all these gifts and stuff, like, I think that's fucking wrong. I think that's wrong. If you have a P.O. box and you want companies to send you stuff, but then you have to shield for it. Like this company right here, I don't have a P.O. box, but they sent me a controller review. I never reviewed it for you guys because it's a fucking shitty-ass controller that's on Amazon, and I just didn't like it. It was old school technology. I was not going to burn them. I wasn't going to talk about the company, so I said, fuck that. And that's where product reviews come into play. There's a lot of YouTubers who shill out products that fucking suck, and they'll talk about like it's the greatest things, even if it doesn't have to do with gaming, like earbuds and stuff like that. You're like, come on, man, the fuck you doing? It's like Wood trying real hard to get a sponsorship with Bang.
Oh no, no! I broke it off and it fell inside. I hate that. Whatever. Also, I got rid of those other energy drinks that I was drinking because screw them. They didn't want to sponsor me.
That didn't work out, so then he now has one with the G Fuel.
In videos, I usually start by cracking open a fresh beverage, an energy drink of some variety. However, that will not be happening anymore. We got the G Fuel sponsorship, baby!
Like, really? Like, you have a lot of kids on your channel and you're gonna promote fucking energy drinks? Like, that shit I'm against, you know, I'm against that. But as far as products, reviewing products that you really want to review and are going to give honest opinions, there's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of that support does come from Patreon. It does come from people actually supporting your channel, because if you're going to start reviewing stuff, that shit is expensive and it's hard for any of us to afford. People think YouTubers make a lot of money. They don't. So I see nothing wrong with a Patreon as far as it's going the right way. If you guys are getting donations for something productive, it's actually going into the channel. Like, nah, but there are people who scam on Patreon, and it should not be looked as a source for living, you know, shit like that. Like, when you get so big and these products get sent to you anyways and stuff like that, good products, we're talking about the good ones that only they go to the bigger YouTubers, but they still have a Patreon. Like, that's where I understand, and I kind of agree with a lot of the shit too, but you can't go against everyone having a Patreon, everyone having a live stream. Some of these people are fucking legit, and I think it's fucking stupid to think anybody that has one is fucking, you know, is a scumbag and all this, and an e-beggar. I think it's fucking stupid. So the Anti-Ebegger had tore down Time Lag Gaming, a guy with like 16K subs, because he was gonna make a Patreon, which I thought was fucking stupid. That guy's developing a video game. That was like the $30 tier. Those are $150 tier. I mean, it was kind of dumb, but it was like, I saw the dude doing nothing to do with e-begging in that video. He did make a video, and it sucks that I don't have the video because he unlisted it, but he did mention that he doesn't want to have these false products out there. Like, he said Skillshare or something hit him up, but he didn't want anything to do with it. And he didn't want to stretch his videos to 10 minutes, kind of like what RGT does. He just rambles and rambles 10 minutes. Is there something really wrong with that? This guy wanted to make a Patreon to go against those things. Like, I think we should have been like giving him an applaud instead of fucking talking shit about him. That's fucking stupid. And that's the kind of community I don't want to be a part of. I've always been a believer in the saying that Joker says on Dark Knight.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
Now, you guys know I'm an artist, and, you know, I paint on canvas. I've painted on everything. I've done custom shoes and all that. Most people agree, like, yeah, I guess you can make money off that. It's your hobby or whatever. I even body paint. I've been body painting for years. It's just me airbrushing makeup on girls. People are like, dude, you probably shouldn't make money off that. You're doing it for the wrong reasons. Like, no, I take my art serious. Now, for people that think that I shouldn't make money for doing my hobby, it's fucking stupid. I put a lot of money into my products, and I put a lot of time, and I think I have every right to make money off something I'm good at. That goes along with YouTube. A lot of these people don't understand what goes into production. They don't understand, what goes into your cameras, your audios, your time. Everything. That they do not understand that. Now, there are some scammers there who do say that, yeah, my Patreon is for production. The production sucks, or it's always been the same. I do understand that. I do agree with that. But for you to say all Patreon, not consider somebody trying to make their channel a little bit better, not wanting, not accepting support, because there's people out there that would support people. I support a lot of people, so I understand. Now, I'm not introducing a Patreon. I'm not saying that this channel is getting one anytime soon, or if I will. I don't fucking know. I don't know the future. But as of now, I'm good at making videos. I have everything. I'm fortunate to be able to, provide myself with this YouTube channel. And it's small right now. If it grows bigger, maybe. I don't fucking know what the future has. But as far as other channels trying to grow, that's what I'm looking at. I see nothing fucking wrong with it. All right, guys. So there you have it. There's my views on everything. Now, fuck e-beggars. There are a lot of scammers, and there's a lot of bullshit, and I will continue talking about it. But as far as the anti-e-beggar community, don't ever fucking say I'm part of that fucking community.